Sebastian Mil Martinez, MMA Net, here with Rick, the horror story, who faces Gunnar Nelson in the main event of UFC Fight Night Stockholm on Saturday. Main event status, that's something that doesn't come very easily in the UFC. How do you feel about getting that opportunity?
The opportunity is great, and when I got the call to be in the main event, I was speechless, and it took me a second. I had to rehear it a second time, and when I heard it the second time, I was like, this is awesome. So it's a great opportunity.
And you're facing Gunnar Nelson, an undefeated fighter with a lot of hype behind him. He's been a very high-ranked welterweight in Europe for a very long time, and it seems like the UFC see a lot of potential in him. How do you see, or what would you say is the key is to stopping this hype train, this Icelandic hype train?
Just go in there and be myself and keep the pressure on him. Keep the pressure on and don't show any signs of weakness. And going in there and doing that, I think, with my will to win and my abilities, that I'll be able to come out on top.
He's got a bit of an unorthodox style, kind of karate-based and sort of like an almost nonchalant way when he's in the ring. Do you see his style as being a bit problematic, sort of like this almost karate-like style?
I don't see it as problematic. I see it as definitely different, but I don't see it as problematic. I'm not going to fall into his style of fighting, and I'm not going to allow myself to be caught off guard, because one of those things is like falling into his game plan is like being a little what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a little relaxed. It's like as soon as you relax, then he's going to take advantage of it. So I'm not going to go in and be relaxed at all.
I don't think I've ever seen you relaxed in a fight.
Yeah, no, especially once I get hit. Once I get hit once, then everything's out the window.
Have you brought in any special training partner to emulate his style, or is that necessary?
No special training partners. Ben Henderson actually is really good at emulating his style, and they're actually pretty similar size, and you have really knowledgeable coaches to give me the proper techniques and defenses for his style of stand-up.
Now, this fight is a potential 5 rounds as well. Does that alter or change your outlook or approach to this fight in any way?
No, I just see it as more of an advantage to have more time to impose my game plan and, to really test to see if Gunnar's able to go the distance. And obviously I got to make sure that I can go the distance, but I have full confidence that I'll be able to go hard for 5 rounds.
Now, I can't help but notice that you got a small little half cut on your eyebrow. Is that anything that happened in training recently, or?
Yeah, it happened about a month and a half ago. It just didn't go away as quick as like some of the other cuts. It wasn't really that deep, but I got stitches in it anyway. But it just seems to marked up pretty good.
All right, but nothing serious, nothing that's going to affect the fight?
No, nothing at all.
Now, you're known as one of the toughest guys in the division, very hard-nosed. You're always going forward. And like you said, putting on the pressure is going to be a big part of your game plan against Gunnar Nelson, because it seems like a lot of the times in his fights, he kind of falls into his rhythm. Do you think that your intensity and just the fact that you've fought in the octagon so many times is going to be a big deciding factor?
I think it will, and I'm sure Gunnar is trained for my aggressive style and going to try to take advantage of it. But that's me, is just going ahead, cutting people off, cornering them, and going after everyone that I go against. And that makes the fight very difficult for anyone. I've had that kind of pressure put on me when I'm tired in sparring. And when I'm really tired getting round robin, then we get fresh guys like putting the pressure on me. It makes me even more tired because of the pressure. So I know it's very difficult for anyone to handle.
Now, you touched on it a bit before, but it seems like you're one of those fighters, kind of similar to Forrest Griffin, that you get better once you get hit, or maybe if you're bleeding a little bit. Why is that?
I don't know. I can't explain it. It's like it wakes me up. It's like, hey, I'm in a fight. I know the techniques that I need to use them, it's just a wake-up call. Hopefully it's not a wake-up call where I'm waking up and seeing the lights in the sky. But I try not to start slow, but it really just I don't get in the groove until I get hit once or twice.
Well, in an ideal world, if everything goes according to plan, how do you see Saturday night's matchup ending?
In an ideal world, I see me winning with my hand raised by TKO. Yeah.
Early or late? You got 5 rounds.
I'd say later. Yeah.
Put on a show for the fans?
Yeah, for sure.
That sounds like just the right way to win some new Swedish fans. This is Sebastian Miller Martinez, MMA Nut, here with Rick the Horror Story, who faces Gunnar Nelson in the main event, the UFC Fight Night Stockholm on Saturday.